Hi everyone, I am Marjorie G. Asilo from the HTM 1A, and I'll be representing to you the different region in our country. So, I'll be introducing to you the different kind of region in our country, and firstly is Region 1 or Ilocos region. The region comprises 4 provinces, Ilocos Norte, Ilocos Sur, La Union, and Pangasinan. Its regional center is San Fernando, La Union. And their culture are, Ilocanos are known to be hardworking and frugal, hardly in the face of adversity. Respect and humility in every dealings mark the Ilocano personality. They live simply, concentrating on work and productivity. Local artisans like fabric weavers and potters are famous for their skilled craftwork. The dialects or languages that are used in this region are Ilocano and Pangasinense Tagalog, and English are the medium instruction in schools. Ilocano is widely used by the majority people, while Pangasinense is spoken in the central China, Pangasinan. Ilocano is an Austronesian language spoken in the Philippines, primarily by Ilocano people and as a lingua franca by the Igorot people. It is the third most spoken native language in the country. For example, hello, kablao, good morning, naimbag nga bigat, good afternoon, naimbag nga mablim, good evening, naimbag nga gabi. Traits: the Ilocanos are hardworking, determined, simple, and as well as appreciative, but they are also known for being stingy or kuripot in their tongue. Yet, for them being called this is just a word among all Filipinos, not as a negative description of their kind. It is their characteristic that our nationality have grown to understand. And their cultural beliefs, the Ilocanos have traditionally believed that most of man's illness are caused by spirits. Even accidents have been attributed to the supernatural, to spirits that could either be the aswang or witch or the mananamay or sorceress. And their traditional practices is most customs and traditions of the Ilocano are influenced by their frugality. From the cradle to the grave, the Ilocano rituals are reflect what they believe in. Death to the Ilocanos means great sorrow. Through the elaborate ritual of the Atang, Ilocanos have their own unique way of honoring their dead. The Ilocano ritual of Atang is known as the food offering that is intended to drive away evil and malevolent spirits. Flora and fauna. Ornament plants such as the marigold, calachuchi, rosal, and sampaguita can also be found in Ilocos Norte, however, vanishing. Other plant species that are now in the endangered list are samak, anis, balang, tige, magwe, lipay, arrowroot, and indigo. Lastly, Ilocos Norte is well known for their tobacco industry. And the next is Region 2, or Cagayan Valley. It is composed of 5 provinces, namely the Valley provinces of Cagayan and Isabela, the mountain provinces of Quirino and Nueva Vizcaya, and the island provinces of Batanes. Culture. Cagayan is a very ancient civilization. It has a distinct, rich, and diverse culture. Commerce and trade was practiced by its inhabitants and has flourished with the Japanese, Chinese, and other neighbor Asian countries, even before the Spanish colonizer reached its shores. And the language people of the Cagayan Valley region can speak and understand is English. The major dialects that are being used in this region are Ilocano, Yibnag, Yitawis, and Filipino. For example, fifig or fan, madyan or maid, kazing or goat, and bavi or pig. Good morning, napiya nga maturok. Good afternoon, napiya nga giram. Good evening or good night, napiya nga gabi. Their traits: bountifully endowed with vast natural resources and developed potential. From its rich soil, extensive coastlines, renowned rivers and lakes, and widespread forests, grasslands, and mountain ranges, and teeming with highly skilled and components workforce, the Cagayan Valley is becoming a desired investment destination in northern Philippines. Their cultural beliefs. Among the annual feast in Cagayan Valley or Region 2, the grandest is the Afi Festival or Fire Festival, held during the annual celebration of the founding anniversary of Tagigaraw City, as it commemorates the feast of the city's patron or Saint Hyacinth of Poland. Their traditional practices is the Itawis are noted for their pottery and basket waving traditions. Their flora and fauna. The diverse habitats found in the region harbors an abundance of wildlife, fish, and rare plant resources. For example, the region supports the largest herd of elk and bighorn sheep in the nation, the greatest variety of native cutthroat, truth, and the only black-footed ferret population inhabiting a national grassland. And next is Region 3. Comprises of the 7 provinces in the Central Plain of Luzon, namely Aurora, Bataan, Bulacan, Pampanga, Nueva Ecija, Tarlac, and Zambales. And their culture. Central Luzon has a very diverse cultural heritage and colorful tradition, owing to the influence of Spanish, American, and Japanese colonizers, as well as the presence of different ethnologistic groups, Itas, Sambals, Kapampangangs, Tagalogs, Ilocanos, and Pangasinenses. Language. The Central Luzon language is composed of Kapampangan, Sinauna, the 3 major dialects of Zambal, and the Aita language is spoken in and around the Zambales Mountain in Zambales, Pampanga, and Bataan provinces. Kapampangan. Example: old, matauna; handsome, masanting; beautiful, malago. And Pangasinan example is good evening, masantos ya labi; good morning, masantos ya kabuwasan; I love you, inaruta ka. Other traits. Central Luzon is a combination of towering mountains, instincts, and active volcanoes, lush, verdant farmland, and natural sea harbors. It is one of the leading growth regions in the Philippines, strategically located at the heart of Asia. Cultural beliefs. On beliefs, some of the beliefs which have survived to these days are the following. Nono, the old man who resides in mounds. Mangkukulam, or witch, flesh and blood men, women possessing dreadful evil power. Kianaka, evil spirits who inhabit forest and bamboo thickets. Duende, spirits that assumes the form of man. Kapre, nocturnal giants. Magkukutod, beings endowed with supernatural powers to separate their heads from their bodies. And their traditional practice. Pampanga is well known for their themes, food, and the Christmas paroles or lanterns. Travelers who pass by Pampanga encounter all sorts of rice cakes, sweets, snacks, and delicatessen. The name of a few, the Turones de Casuy and Sans rival of Santa Rita, the Tamales and Putosico of Bacolor, Pastillas de Leche of Magalang. Pampanga takes price also in its other food products like burong babi, taba ng talangka, and kamaro, and is famous for some of the most unique star lanterns in shapes, colors, and sizes made from all kinds of materials. The town becomes the center of Christmas activities by parading its giant lanterns made from hand by the skillful pearl makers of every town and city in Pampanga. The flora and fauna. Some species found in Region 3 are Asian common toad, cane toad, Asian painted toad, common Southeast Asian tree frog, green-crested lizard, common sun skink, flat-tailed house gate. And here comes the 3 regions I chose in Visayas. Region 6, or the Western Visayas, consists of 6 provinces: Aklan, Antique, Negros Occidental, Capiz, Guimaras, and Iloilo, with 16 component cities, making it the region with the highest number of cities. Iloilo City is the regional center. Their culture. Western Visayas is known for its yearly grand festivals. Foremost is the Ati-Atihan in Kalibo, Aklan, an indigenous festival believed to have originated when the Negritos and the Bornean Malay celebrated a joint festival after a peaceful talk over the border of Panay. And the language native to the inhabitants of Western Visayas are Hiligaynon, spoken in Iloilo, Negros Occidental, Guimaras, and Capiz, where it is known as Capiznon. It is the lingua franca of the region, Kanaray A, spoken in Antique and parts of Iloilo, Capiz. Here's some example of Ilonggo or Hiligaynon. Pleased to meet you. Nalipay ako makilala ka. Good morning. Maayong aga. Good afternoon. Maayong hapon. Good evening. Maayong hapon, maayong gabi. Traits. Western Visayas is one of the richest regions in the country in terms of natural resources. Its forests, however, have been denuded due to indiscriminate logging. Its waters abound with numerous species of fish and other marine products. Cultural beliefs. Among the Hiligaynon, a pre-Christian belief system coexists with the Catholic one brought by the Spaniards. The two exert mutual influence on each other, as when the Santo Niño, the image of child Jesus as world sovereign, is bathed to summon rain or attract good luck. Traditional practices. Visayans are also proud of their culture, exemplified by dances of Visayan origin, such as tinikling, itik-itik, and kuratsa. Songs like Matud Nila, Sakubarian, Walay Angay, Dandansoy, Ay Kalisod, and Lawiswis Kawayan. Festivals honoring the Santo Niño, the Sinulog of Cebu, Ati-Atihan of Aklan, and Dinagyang. The flora and fauna. These species are the Rafflesia speciosa flora, Visayan spotted deer, Visayan warty pig, Panay monitor lizard, and the Visayan wreathed-billed hornbill. And next is Region 7. Region 7 consists of 4 provinces: Bohol, Cebu, Negros Oriental, and Siquijor, highly urbanized cities and developing municipalities. Culture. The Visayas broadly share a maritime culture with strong Roman Catholic tradition, merged with cultural elements through century interaction. Language. Cebuano, Boholano, Paruhanon, Pantayanon, and Filipino English. Example, good morning, maayong aga, good day, maayong adlaw. Good afternoon, maayong hapon, good evening, maayong gabi. Traits. High mountains characterize most of the Visayan Islands, with the exception of Samar and Masbate, which are exceedingly hilly. Panay has extensive eastern plains where sugarcane and rice are farmed. Negros has large western plain on which sugarcane is grown. Cultural beliefs. The majority of Visayans are Roman Catholic, but some belong to the religion with the denomination. They make up a large part of the Christian population. The Visayans are known for their religious festivals. Some festivals they celebrated are Ati-Atihan, Sinulog, Dinagyang, Sandugo, and Dimaskara. Traditional practices. The Sinulog is a dance prayer expressing devotion to the Holy Child. It is a popular belief among Cebuanos that this dance prayer is the most effective way of getting favors from the Santo Niño. This festival is world-renowned and the most extravagant festival in Cebu. The flora and fauna. Common mammals include the wild hog, deer, wild carabao, monkey, civet cat, and various rodents. There are about 169 breeding species of birds, among the more numerous being the megapods, turkey-like wild fowl, button quail, jungle fowl, peacock pheasants, dove, pigeon, parrot, and hornbill. Next is Region 8. Region 8, it consists of provinces or 6 provinces, 1 independent city and 1 highly urbanized city, namely Bilaran, Eastern Samar, Leyte, Northern Samar, Samar, Southern Leyte, Ormoc City, and Tacloban. The highly urbanized city of Tacloban is Eastern Visayas Regional Center, or EVRC. Their culture. Region 8 is inhabited by the Waray-Warays, the country's fourth largest cultural linguistic group. Cebuanos from the nearby islands of Cebu live in Ormoc City, Western Leyte, and parts of the southwest of Leyte. Language, Waray-Waray or Leyte Samarnon, Cebuano Abaknon, Baybayanon, Kinabalian Tagalog, English. Example, aim high, pangandoy hinitaas, or pangandoy sintaas. Thank you very much. Damong salamat ha imo. Next is thank you very much to all of you. Damong salamat ha iyo nga tanan. Welcome, maupay nga pag-abot. Traits. Region 8, pride of its 3.6 million people that mostly speak two dialects, Waray and Cebuano. The region is also endowed with beautiful natural attraction like beaches, caves, mountains, and lakes. Cultural beliefs. Majority of the total household population in Eastern Visayas were Roman Catholics. It composed more than 92% of the total household population, followed by Aglipay, yan, or 2%, and Evangelicals, 1%. The remaining 15% were either Iglesia ni Cristo, Seventh-day Adventist, or other religions. And their traditional practice. Many Waray-Waray traditions can be traced to pre-colonial times. For example, the Kuratsa dance is a very popular traditional dance of the Waray-Waray at many social gatherings, especially weddings. It is very common throughout Samar. The couple who dances the Kuratsa are showered with money by the people around them. Flora and fauna. Explore beautiful rock formation, waterfalls, caves, and islands for an awesome summer experience. And that's the last 3 regions in Visayas that I choose. Next is Mindanao, or Region 9, Zamboanga Peninsula. It covers 3 provinces, namely Zamboanga del Norte, Zamboanga del Sur, and Zamboanga Sibugay. Culture. Zamboanga always throve with the colorful cultures, traditions, and lifestyles of people shaped by the confluence of native Satano, Malay, Islamic. One thing that makes Zamboanga famous is the Venta, which is a result of the creativity of the locals when it comes to Mindanao arts and cultures. These are the traditional, intriguing boats of the Mindanaoans with colorfully painted hulls and artistically sewn sails. Language. Visayan, Cebuano, spoken by 2/3 of the population, is the predominant dialect. Chabacano, on the other hand, is the main dialect spoken in the city of Zamboanga. Example, good morning, buenos dias, good afternoon, buenas noches, good evening, buenas noches. Traits. The industry sector of Region 9 is characterized by the proliferation of micro, small, and medium-scale companies. Most manufacturing activities are based in the city of Zamboanga, Dipolog, and Pagadian. The region has a vast forest resources. Logs, lumber, veneer, and plywood are ones among its major export products. Cultural beliefs. While their social lives usually revolve around religious practices, the tradition of the Bantayanon and Fondas includes their Bales Davals, Rigodon, and Paso Doble. They are mostly devoted Roman Catholics. Traditional practices. Zamboanga, Yakapan people and their Yakan weaving trades and patterns. And here are some. A Yakan weaver, an elder Yakan, bunga sama python pattern, palipatang rainbow pattern. Flora and fauna. Zamboanga, the city of flowers, and its name is derived from the Malay Jambangan, place of flowers, and bougainvillea, orchids, and other tropical flowers line its roadsides. And next is Region 10. Usually called Northern Mindanao, is composed of 5 provinces: Bukidnon, Camiguin, Lanao del Norte, Misamis Occidental, and Misamis Oriental. The regional center is the city of Cagayan de Oro. Culture. Northern Mindanao is a region rich in culture, which can be seen in the numerous festivals. One of the most popular festivals in the region is the Higalaay Festival in Cagayan de Oro City. They celebrate the feast of Saint Augustine every 28th day of August. Another festival is Kaamulan Festival in Bukidnon. It is also considered as Thanksgiving festival to celebrate their bountiful harvest. Language. There are a lot of ethnic language in the region. Bisaya, Boholano, Cebuano are the major ones. Native languages are still used like Higaonon in Misamis Oriental, Marinao in Lanao del Norte, Subanin in Misamis Occidental, Binukid in Bukidnon, and Kinamiging in Camiguin. English and Tagalog are also understood but not usually spoken. Example, I don't understand. Wala ko kasabot. Please speak slowly. Naalala lang og istorya. What is your name? Unsa imong ngalan? Thank you. Salamat. Traits. Geologically, this region is a combination of plains, rolling hills, mountains, and coastal areas with rich soil, abundant minerals, and agricultural resources. It has a strategic location, which is why it serves as the gateway to and from the rest of Mindanao. Cultural beliefs and traditional practices. Cultural beliefs. Some parts of the region are known to have preserved their tribal beliefs and customs. An example is the Higaonon, a mountain tribe in Bukidnon. Apparently, they still believe in the existence of spirits and gods and their traditional practices. Furthermore, they have a god for each element. Another superstitious is they need to please the spirits, so they will experience something good in return. People in this tribe still live according to their traditions. And flora and fauna. Species identified include 49 species of lizard, 40 species of frogs, 35 species of snakes, 1 Sicilian, 1 species of freshwater turtle, and 1 crocodile. Northern Mindanao is home to species for both mainland Maguindanao and the eastern Visayas, creating a biodiversity and bullseye. Next is Region 13, or Caraga region. The region is composed of 5 provinces: Agusan del Norte, Agusan del Sur, Agusan del Norte, and Surigao del Norte, Surigao del Sur, and the provinces of Dinagat Islands. Culture. Surigao is home to the Mamanua ethnic tribe. Their dances are showcased in a local festival called Bunok-Bunok, held at the Feast of San Nicolas de Tolentino, which is held annually on September 10. The Bunok-Bunok depicts the native folks merrymaking to show gratitude to God for bountiful harvest and good health. Language: Cebuano, Surigaonon, Butuanon, Kamayo Manubo, Tagalog, and English, other minority language. Example, wala da, nothing. Tagpasuan kay langakahi, feel hot, it's because it's humid. Tagtignaw ako, feel cold. Tagutom ako, I am hungry. Taguhaw ako, I am thirsty. Traits: the region is noted for its wood-based economy, its extensive water resources, and its rich mineral deposit such as iron, gold, silver, nickel, chromite, manganese, and copper. Its leading crops are palay, banana, and coconut. Cultural beliefs and tradition practice. Here's the cultural beliefs. One of the popular Caraga region culture and tradition is the belief in the existence of Tahawan, a supreme being or god of the Mamanwa tribe. They do a Tahawan ritual where they give things and marry. Traditional practices. Another Caraga region culture is their burial practice. The dead were either laid on a platform built set beside a tree or wrapped in a mat or bamboo slats and hung up on a tree. So if you want to experience the Caraga region culture and tradition, you must visit at least one town in the region. Flora and fauna. This Mindanaon region stretches from mountains to coast with plenty of tourist gems dotting the landscape. It is abundant in natural splendor. The teardrop-shaped island of Siargao, offers unmatched surfing and nature tours. An array of wildlife, including dozens of birds, awaits visitors in the landlocked, marshy region of Argusan. Of course, the bustling metropolis of Butuan and its surrounding hills makes for an excellent holiday spot too. And lastly is Region 11 or Davao Region. It is officially designated as Region 11 as an administrative region in the Philippines, occupying the southeastern section of Mindanao. It covers 5 provinces, namely Davao de Oro or Compostela Valley, Davao del Norte, Davao del Sur, Davao Occidental, and Davao Oriental. The regional center is the city of Davao. Culture. It is popularly known as Coconut Country since coconut is its major commercial crop. Its rice and corn production is more than sufficient for its population. Other crops grown are bananas, cacao, rami, coffee, fruits, and vegetables. Davao City is the commercial center of the southern Mindanao. Language: Cebuano, Tagalog, Davaoenyo, Hiligaynon, Bagubo, Taga-Kaulu, Manobo, Maguindanao Mandaya, Bilaan, Ilocano, Waray, and others. Example is, good day, mapia magabi. I will go now. Sampay sa tandog o kotika. You're so beautiful. Manisan ka binal sukran. Traits. The region's topography is dominated by peninsular and island topography characterized by extensive mountains ranges extending along the western border, in the northern central areas, and in the northwestern area, leading to the peninsula of the southeast with an even distribution of plateaus and lowlands. Cultural beliefs. Like most cities in the Philippines, Christians predominated in Davao. Christian churches and chapels dot the city's landscape along with temples, mosques, and other places of worship. Traditional practice. Kadayawan is a Davao festival celebrated every August that serves as a Thanksgiving event for the gifts of nature, the wealth of culture, and bounties of harvest and serenity of living. This festival is Davao also celebrates and gives tribute to the Lumads, a collective group of indigenous people living in the city. And flora and fauna. Davao is known where largest and greatest eagle in the world can be found. The Philippine monkey-eating eagle, considered as the Philippine national bird, it is also the home of Crocodile Farm, where you can find so much fun and excitement in watching saltwater crocodiles. On the other hand, the rarest, most beautiful, and most expensive orchids among thousands of species, waling-waling, can be found also in the city. And that's all the region I've chosen, and thank you for watching.